Hi, thank you for connecting with me. Today I would like to talk about keys to find your life purpose or soul mission. And I think this is the question that most people will come across at any stage in their lives. I will share my perspective today. Hopefully this will give you more insight as opposed to how to find your life purpose, or people call it soul mission. People can give it different names. So what is life purpose? That's a question that I remember when I was little, like normally you were asked to write what's it called, composition, or write an essay or something, like what's your dream, when you grew up or something. I think that's the time when you start to think about, what should I do in the future, and this and that. And as you grow up, I think we'll come across more time. We will think about what we really want to achieve, and then we'll go deeper and deeper. And especially when people feeling stuck, that's when most people will ask this question most, because they want to get out of the situation. They feel not moving, they feel lost the direction, so they are looking for their purpose and this and that. So today I'm actually going to talk in different layers, so hopefully this will give you a deeper insight about this, life purpose and mission, this topic. So this one can be very general, but it can be very specific. But I'm talking about from the spiritual perspective. People like to think about something very big, but very often people, they will forget about the very simple, basic things. As a spiritual being, we're having physical experience. So actually, one of our main purpose, every soul on this planet, is to experience themselves in the physical reality. And it comes in different stages, because when you're a newborn baby, for them it's just to grow. Their purpose is to learn. So you won't talk to a baby, say, your purpose is to be, a scientist or be a musician. It seems to be very irrelevant. So in different stage in our life, you are already given the purpose to live your life to your to your best potential. For the young kids, for them, their purpose is really going to school and to learn, absorb things, make friends and learn how to socialize with their classmates, this sort of thing. And as you grow older, you start to pursue what you like. And this is also how you develop further. So how we really, the next one I want to talk about is how we really can tune into our life or life purpose, is really go within to your heart. Just listen to your heart. I think it's very important, because like our higher self, before we incarnate, the higher self will sort of organize, decide what's the lessons we're gonna go through. So it's very important to go with your heart, because if there's anything that doesn't resonate with your heart, they choose a career as opposed to they can make more money, more future potential, but they don't really like that, whatever they're doing. And I can really tell you it won't last long, because whenever you come across any obstacles, you can actually easily withdraw. You give up so easy, because with a life purpose, you really need a passion. And the passion is not something you just find yourself, and no one really can tell you what you really like. And especially it's very in different phases in your life. So especially when you ask young kids, when they are at age of 5 or age of 10, they can tell you totally different things. And even an adult, maybe this year their goal is this one, and next year they not resonate, they move on with something else. So it's actually changing from time to time. But the very important thing is to follow your heart, and whatever is going, you just go with how you feel, and then you just move forward. Normally, it will lead you the direction that you are heading to. Another thing is when you want to live your fullest of potential, or you say you want to fulfill your life purpose or your soul mission, it's another very important thing is to clearing out your blockages. Like whatever you're doing, if we have blockages, we won't be having a clear mind, and we probably won't able to get grounded. So whatever you're doing, you won't be able to make a good decision, or if you have to into creativity, you have a very clear mind, and you need to allow the energy flow to you. So it's very it's related. So it's very important because in that process you will find sometimes people they feel like the direction is not key, is because they have blockages in their energy body. It's very important. The more energy, the blockage you clean out of your system, you'll find the flow was so much easier with anything you want to achieve. So this is the general aspect, when you want to achieve that. And actually today I also want to tell you the ultimate purpose. I don't know how many people address that, but actually it's our truly purpose in this life, or in many lives before or to come. That really is the ascension. Ascension is actually the ultimate. We do day-to-day living. We are actually just fulfilling, some very general stuff, and you can say sometimes your purpose is to meet some people, and something you say is actually trigger and helping someone. So that's your purpose at that moment. So sometimes we don't need to go very big. Don't have to. You just live every moment in your life just to its max potential. And then you can, once you have this foundation, and then you're moving out to clear your energy bodies, and then you go with your heart, and then you can explore more, like, whatever you will feel like every year or every stage in your life, you have certain goals you want to achieve. It's my observation. When people, they're moving as they're getting older, and they, of course, now also some people really young, they already having this awareness on the spiritual side. But a lot of people, when they all have this, explore all these experiences on the material world, they start to looking into spiritual, explore the spiritual side. At the beginning, I just like everyone else, like do what you need to do, you go to school and you find a job, and then you get married, and then you have a career, and then suddenly when you got everything and you feel like, oh, what's the next? What's the purpose of your life? I start thinking about that. And that's why this is actually the time I think it triggered me to go into looking deeper into spirituality. And after all these years, and I slowly, sometimes it doesn't happen just one night. It takes time for you to understand yourself. And in the process of awakening, you actually get to know more, like why you're here, and what you're here for, and then all these questions, which I probably asked like 10-15 years ago, and just to find this answer, it took me this long to come to today, to understanding what is it all about. So the ultimate goal I want to say is, when the ultimate for any, apply to any human soul, any souls on this planet, is to go. That's the ultimate. That is ascension. As my previous video, I try to explain that when our higher self, they have supervised some incarnated souls, and we have this higher self through having physical experience through us, through the incarnated soul. So you can say we kind of starting from, if this is our life journey, we go this way, and then we have up and down, up and down, up and down. And then that's why we have this incarnations, cycle after cycle after cycle. And then, so what's the real goal after all this? We actually want to ascend. So that means when we, which maybe I'll make another video talking about ascension. What's the really meaning about ascension? And for get to this, it spent me so many years, because now is the booming of this spirituality, and so many people are talking about the same topic, and it's so easy to get lost. And that's why I will share my own journey from my experience, just to share what I experienced with you. The ascension process is to clearing out, or we need to clean out, also which is karma, and which I'll make another video in the future talking about this topic, because the rays of planetary energy, the ascension make it much easier for us. There are some I come across is really powerful, and then yeah, I'm also in this process, so I will share with you my experience and everything. So this is that's why when we say ascension, of course Mother Earth is also going through this process. Like so many people already talking about it, but the journey is Mother Earth's journey. What about the individual? As an individual, we also have, it's very, no one can go through this journey with you. It's only yourself. You have to go through this, and then to achieve that is to clear out, all your, you can say karmas, and then you can, to a certain stage, you merge with your higher self, and that's when the truly ascension happens. So today I'm really giving very brief idea. So to wrap it up, is really the first one is just to embrace every moment in your life, whatever is coming to you. This is what you're here for, to experience anything, everything that your higher self being planning for you. And then of course when you are here as incarnated, so you have your free will, so this is your kind of playground for you to experience. So this is the general purpose, and a lot of people actually ignore, they don't feel it's a purpose, but it's actually very important, because sometimes your purpose is to give birth to a child, because with this child he or she can have this physical body to have a soul's experience, so don't underestimate every moment what you can achieve for yourself or for others. So you can starting from paying attention and living in the each moment to observe and just enjoy and experience. So that's the first key. And then the second key is to different stages has different, you can say, goals or purpose, but these are all the leading up to the final, the final goal. So in our life, before we achieving the ultimate, ascension, you can have the free will. You can explore what you want to do in different stages in your life, and then you never go wrong. Is whatever decision you make, you go with your heart, not go with the brain, because with the brain it won't last long. And then it's also very important to work on the blockages, the energy slash, because they are actually the obstacles. They can make you feel stuck, because we as a energy being, we're moving all the time, so the energy flow is actually very important. So once you remove the energy blockages, you will start to feel a lot of things become so much easy. And of course, even when you go with the passion, all this opportunity will unfold, because imagine this is a game. If you don't finish, the game number 1, the game number 2 won't be open to you. So it's in the same way. So sometimes you just have to looking at what's surrounding you and what you need to work And when you do what you need to do, naturally, the second your higher self, or even they will open up for you for the next stage, the next how you can go further and this and that. So really, you don't really need to worry about you can't find. Of course, some people that go for the reading, they will give you a guideline, but you're not coming from your heart. Even someone tell you will do this, it's still irrelevant because you don't feel it, and also you still don't have no connection. And I can't, even before someone tell me, oh, you'll be doing this and that, but I feel no connection. It's really, you would know from yourself what you truly hear, your passion for. So just go with your heart is very important, and working on your energy level. And then when all this is building up to the end, you will find, especially if people on this spiritual journey, you really find the ultimate goal for you will be, the truly ascension is to embody your higher self. And that's hopefully in the future video I'll talking more on this side about, because I think now I'm moving on to like different stage. Then my next stage I'll be more focusing on the ascension topics and actually how you can do it. I'm going to restructure like my website, my services. It might take, I don't know, a couple months or something. We'll see. There will be something new coming to you. Okay, so hopefully this give you a clearer idea about how to find your life purpose or your mission. If you have any comments or questions, you can put on in the chat. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, share this video with your community. So I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.